Alright. Hello everybody, this is Todd from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And my girlfriend Vicky and I are going to be doing the East Beach Trail, which is on Haut La Gouaille Island in British Columbia, also known as the Queen Charlotte. We'll be packing in July. The trail usually takes about they say roughly from 4 to 6 days. We're gonna take 7, so you know we can kind of stop and do a little bit more sightseeing and fishing and all that good stuff. But I saw a lot of packing lists for the West Coast Trail, a very well-known trail, very challenging trail in British Columbia, and we thought about that one, but we just looked at the East Beach Trail, and it looks a little more remote, and it's about I believe it's about 82 kilometers if you do it in its full length, and it's very similar to the West Coast Trail, but you are mostly on the beach. But here's a quick packing list that because I did look up a lot of packing lists, and I put together this one. I do like to overpack a little bit more, but I think I narrowed it down to what we're bringing. And keep in mind, this is for 2 of us, so we can share the weight. And I'll start with the packs. So my girlfriend Vicky bought a Osprey Ariel 65 liter. Just got it. Had to be purple. I know it kind of looks blue, but it's purple. This is a more expensive pack, but it's a very good pack, and it'll last a long time. I, on the other hand, have a Woods 70 liter plus another 10. That's from Canadian Tire Special, but I've had it on a couple trips, and it works. And you know, it's just, you can just see and feel the durability of this material compared to this. This is a little bit thinner, but it works all the same. We have a tent here, 2-man. I do have 2 tarps in here, and overall weight excuse me, is about 6 pounds with 2 extra tarps, because I guess it does get very windy there, and it's not one of those fancy expensive tents that can weigh about 3 pounds, but for the extra pound and a bit, I'll save a few $100s. My sleeping bag here, it is a Mummy sleeping bag that I got off Amazon. Found to be one of the warmest. I don't know, I picked about -7 degrees Celsius. And Vicky's is a little bit smaller, and it's rated for -15 degrees Celsius. So a good sleeping bag is essential, but they can get fairly pricey when you're, you know, when you get to the -15 mark and on. This one was just shy of $100. So we're gonna start with the packing list. Over here we've got our trekking poles, 1 each. I don't know if we need 2 each. I like keeping one hand free just for doing other things. A slingshot, not too sure if I'm gonna bring that. This is our saw, and it comes out in from a little coil, and you can saw logs with it. This is our shovel for digging holes. Water is very important on Haut La Gouaille, on this East Beach Trail. Just because I guess there's not a lot of fresh water. I guess you have to hike in a little ways sometimes to get fresh water. We're not too sure. There's not a lot of information really on the trail. But I guess like we'll bring about 3 days worth of water. We'll pack 3 days worth of water, and we do know of there are a few spots on the freshwater rivers that come in to the ocean, but I believe you have to hike in a couple kilometers to actually get it where it's not salty. So we each have 2 1-liter little jugs here, and we have our water bladders in there, which each carry 2.5 liters, I believe. Our little grill, because we are allowed fires there, so we do have a little grill. Our excuse me, our pots and pan, and we have the little butane stove in there with butane. 2 collapsible bowls. See? Very basic. Amazon. I'm an Amazon guy, so a lot of this stuff is from Amazon. 2 plates, very light. Couple utensils. I did bring like a couple like thicker plastic spoons. This is essential for the girlfriend. It is a coffee pot, and that actually works very well. These are gaiters. I have a pair, and Vicky also has a pair. Some people wear them, some people don't. I guess it does keep sand out of the boots and such. So we got them just in case. Water shoes. These are dollar store water shoes, but thick, and for crossing the rivers and such, they're very good. And for wandering around camp as well. Okay, camera equipment. So I'm gonna have my cell phone with me, so my smartphone. So I'm not gonna bring too much of anything else. Vicky will have hers as well, but I am gonna bring a little handheld. HD, pretty good, and it's got a little tripod so we can set her up and, you know, take some video. Action cam. I got this off Amazon. It works okay, but I will eventually get a GoPro, because you pay for what you get, and this one was like only $50. It works, but not as good as the GoPros. A solar charger, so this is 30,000 milliamps, or no, I am sorry, 15,000 milliamps, but it is also solar chargeable. Amazon, it was great, 20 bucks. A little selfie thing, you know, in case we want to get cute and cuddly and take a couple pictures. In here I got some electrical tape, a couple hot packs for the girlfriend, matches, lighter, fire starters. There's our water filtration system in there, bandage, survival kit. We actually went through and kind of made our own. Emergency blanket and ponchos. We actually have the ponchos. We have rain gear, but the ponchos to put over our packs. We do have the pack covers as well, but it doesn't cover everything, like with the tent and everything. The tent and the sleeping bag that are going to be on the outside of my pack. Headlamp. Of course, Vicky's going to have her own. So, like, safety precautions, because there are black bears out there. We each got a bell. We each have bear spray. We each have our knives that go on our belts. And these are a couple flares and a couple bear bangers. This is a little bowl. It's actually pretty neat. I bought it at the dollar store. And it folds out into like a little bowl to wash dishes in, or wash your face, or whatnot. So that's a really good idea. We do have the biodegradable soap and a couple cloths in there. That's my buddy Kelly on the deck of cards. Bought a deck of cards, you know, just to pass the time at night. And a pack of gum in there. And we got a towel, quick dry towel, compass, air horn. Not too sure if I'm gonna bring that, cause I don't know, it's kind of bulky and sticks out. We went on a hike last year, and it was like every time I put my arm down, it would press and scare the living crap out of me. So we did use it, but it's just a little bulky and such. Bug spray, of course. Toilet paper. I have my roll, and Vicky will have her own. Wet wipes. And I am a fisherman, so I like to go over and above and do quite a bit of fishing. I do have my fishing tackle here. I just brought odds and ends. I know it looks large for a backpacker, but to me that's really nothing at all for fishing gear. But it is quite heavy, but I'll be packing that. And another Amazon purchase, a 6-foot rod, comes in a case. This is a little, it's not bulky, but it does have a little bit of weight to it. And then another rod, extra rod for Vicky, or if one breaks. 2 reels, 1 small for the smaller fish, whatever. And that's about it. For clothing, it's really up to you. Just make sure you dress warm. Like I said, I like to overpack. Clothing is a big one. Maybe I should even do a clothing one, but oh, I forgot my roll, our sleeping pad, and that should be about it. I know a lot of people think that I'm nuts for bringing a lot of stuff, like the fishing equipment's very heavy, you know, but it's really what you're into. Like, I've been waiting to fish out there for as soon as we started planning the trip, so yeah, I hope this helps, and I will be putting videos of the trip online, so thank you very much. We'll see you later.